Breaking news tonight in the Nolan'S investigation. Enhanced distress call audio bombshell.
One clip, one voice, and a month of arguments built on getting it wrong. The clip is short. Someone is shouting. Somebody is being held back. Ben Crump said publicly that Nolan'S could be heard on it, saying, "Give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing?" Then the person actually shouting came forward. On the 13th of July, Tracestin Shepherd told ABC News that the voice is his. His words, "That's my voice." He said the fight was between him and a man he did not know, a stranger who he says started it. Not Nolan. That correction is a month old. It is still being ignored. A video about the mystery altercation cleared 450,000 views yesterday. So this one follows a single object all the way down. Nobody has been charged. Police have not named a suspect. Now follow the clip itself. Where did it come from? In the public record, the clip first appears inside a lawyer's statement. According to attorney Ben Crump, via case coverage in July 2026, a video of an alleged argument on the island was circulating on social media. That is the earliest known reference to it in the coverage of this case. Not a news report, not a sheriff's statement, a lawyer for the Wells family. Crump's description gave the clip its most important detail. He said Nolan could be heard on it saying, "Give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing?" Once that sentence was in the world, the clip had a script. Anywhere it was reposted, those words traveled with it. The clip stopped being an unknown argument. It became a piece of the Nolan'S story. But the clip's own origin, who recorded it, when, on what phone, was never attached to it. The first public claim about the voice came from a lawyer, not from law enforcement. And it came before any official confirmation that the argument had even happened. 9 days after the alleged fight, the voice in the clip got a name, not the one from Crump's statement. A different one, Tracestin Shepherd, a friend of Nolan'S, told ABC News on July 13th that the person shouting in the viral video was him. "That's my voice," he said, "not Nolan's." Shepherd did more than claim the voice. He put the fight into a specific frame. Per ABC News, he said the altercation was between him and another man, a stranger, who started the fight with him. He said he had to be restrained. So the clip, according to its own voice, is two people in a confrontation, one of them being held back. And the voice doing the shouting belongs to the person who was held back. Now hold that against the date. The online reports place the alleged fight on July 4th, according to the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. That is the same day Nolan'S disappeared during a boat trip to Horn Island, per CNN and W clocks. His body was recovered 2 days later. But note what has not been established. The sheriff has not confirmed the fight happened at all, and nothing official places that clip on that afternoon. The date comes from the online reports, not from an agency. The sheriff's office, for its part, has not confirmed the existence of a fight on the island. That is a direct fact from case coverage in July 2026. No confirmation, no statement that the altercation occurred. Instead, the office asked anyone with video or images of an alleged altercation to come forward. They are looking for the object they haven't seen. And the investigation itself is framed around reports, not around the clip. Authorities say they are investigating online reports of an alleged altercation on the island on July 4th, and whether it involved Wells. Note the phrasing, whether it involved Wells. The official question is not who is shouting in the video. It is, was Nolan'S part of that event at all? Mississippi officials have urged the public not to rush to conclusions, per Newsweek, and warned that social media speculation could hinder the investigation. That warning lands on a case where the most watched object is a fight law enforcement hasn't confirmed. The FBI is already assisting with digital evidence, according to Sheriff John Ledbetter through locks, because Horn Island is on federal land. Here is the chain's missing link. The family's attorney heard the voice as Nolan's. The man who says the voice is his says he is Nolan's friend. The sheriff's office has neither confirmed the fight nor named who was in it. And the person who actually held the camera, the first link in the chain, is absent from the entire record. The clip sits in a strange position. It has been described, quoted, claimed, and corrected. It has been used to build arguments and push timelines. But the clip's own birthday, the moment it was filmed, the moment it was posted, is a blank, and the sheriff's office is asking the public to fill that blank. That request is the next place this story turns, because the question isn't only who is in the clip, it's who had the clip first. There's a problem with the voice in that clip. Two people have claimed it, and they can't both be right. According to case coverage from July 2026, attorney Ben Crump referred to a video of an alleged argument on the island circulating on social media. He said Nolan could be heard saying, "Give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing?" That's the family's attorney describing what he heard. Then, on the 13th of July, Tracestin Shepherd came forward. He's a friend of Nolan'S. He told ABC News that the person shouting in the viral video was him. His words, "That's my voice. Not Nolan'S. His." So we have two named voices for one clip. The family's attorney hears Nolan. A man who says he was there says it's him. Both statements are on the record. Both are from people with a connection to the case. Neither has been proven wrong. And the clip itself? We can't hear it. Here's what Shepherd says the clip shows. He told ABC News the altercation was between him and another man, a stranger. He says the stranger started a fight with him. He says he had to be restrained. That's his account, on the record, from the 13th of July. Now hold that against what the sheriff's office has said. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office has not confirmed the existence of a fight on the island. Not one. They've asked anyone with video or images of an alleged altercation to come forward. They're asking the public for the very thing that's already circulating. And the investigation itself is framed around reports. Authorities say they are investigating online reports of an alleged altercation on the island on July 4th and whether it involved Wells. That's the official language. Online reports. Whether it involved Wells. The two claims are in direct conflict. One says Nolan's voice is on the clip. The other says it's not. One of these statements is wrong, but here's the thing. The record doesn't tell us which one. And the people who could settle it, the man who held the camera, the stranger Shepherd described, they haven't spoken. The clip has become the center of the public case. It's been quoted, claimed, and corrected. It's been used to build timelines and assign blame. But the clip's own chain of custody is a blank. Who filmed it? When was it posted? Who first attached it to Nolan's name? Those questions have no answers in the record. And the state did ask, through Newsweek, that people stop settling this in public. That request is now a month old. Yesterday, a video about the mystery altercation cleared 450,000 views. And the official position on who's involved? No one has been charged in connection with Nolan Wells' death. The case remains under investigation by the Jackson County Sheriff's Department and the FBI. No suspect named. No arrests. The man who says the voice is his? He's not been charged. The stranger he describes? Not identified. So, we have a viral clip, two claims about whose voice is on it, and an investigation that hasn't confirmed the event happened at all. The public has picked a side. The record hasn't. The sheriff's office is asking for more video. They want the object they haven't verified. But the clip they're asking for is already out there. It's already been heard. It's already been claimed. And the man who says he's in it walked into the public eye on his own, on the 13th of July. He came forward to correct the record. But the record, according to the people investigating, is still being built. And the question of who's right about that voice is not a question the public can answer. It's a question for the investigation. Because the clip may show a fight. But the official record doesn't yet show one, and the gap between what's circulating and what's confirmed is where this story is stuck. The next piece of this case doesn't come from the clip at all. It comes from the people who were on the boat with Nolan that day, and what happened to them after the clip went viral. So let's be honest about what we're all actually looking at. We have not seen the fight. Neither has the sheriff's office. Neither has the FBI. Neither has anyone who has spoken publicly. What we have seen is a clip that allegedly shows an argument, and the only claim about what the clip contains comes from one attorney's description. That's the whole evidentiary record, and it fits in a single sentence. Here is what we actually know about the clip, and I want you to hold on to the date. On the 13th of July, the man who says he's in it went to ABC News. His name is Tracestin Shepherd, and he is a friend of Nolan's. He said that the person shouting in that viral video was him. His words were direct. That's my voice. He didn't say he had a lawyer. He didn't say no comment. He came forward, on the record, and claimed the voice. And then he said something else. He said the altercation was between him and another man, a stranger, who he says started a fight with him. He says he had to be restrained. That is what he said. That is all he has said. Now, here's what the clip does not show. It does not show how it started. It does not show who threw the first punch. It does not show the minute before, or the minute after. And critically, it does not show a location. There is no timestamp burned into the corner. There is no GPS pin. There is no sheriff's office watermark. There is just the footage. And the footage is a single, narrow window. So put the clip to the side for a second and look at the date on the calendar, the 4th of July. That's the day the boat left Horn Island. That's the day the GPS data from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources says the boat pushed off at approximately 4:31 in the afternoon. That data, per CBS News, is confirmed. The argument on the island, per the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, not confirmed. Not denied. Not confirmed. They have not even verified the fight happened, yet Shepherd says he was in one, and the clip that allegedly shows it is the one thing that might tie the whole story together, except the only people who can verify its origin are the people in it, and one of them is gone. Here's where this gets uncomfortable. The clip has a before and an after. The before is the part where a stranger allegedly starts a fight. The after is the part where Nolan Wells is missing. But the clip itself? It captures neither. It captures only the middle, and a middle, without a beginning, is just a moving image. It has no context, it has no weight, it has no legal meaning, and yet we are all treating it as the key piece of evidence in a case that hasn't even been confirmed to be a crime. Let's talk about what the clip does not show on a much larger scale. It does not show the 64 minutes. You know the ones. The window between 3:23 and 4:27 on that same afternoon, the last time anyone independently verified seeing Nolan Wells, per the United Cajun Navy report. That report, as we've said, is a volunteer organization's document, not an official finding. But the math holds up. 64 minutes, between two times, on the same day the boat left the island. The clip doesn't show those minutes. Shepherd doesn't mention those minutes. And the sheriff's office isn't saying what happened in them. Now, the sheriff's office has interviewed more than 60 witnesses. That's what Sheriff John Ledbetter told Wilkes, and that's a number they put out on the 16th of July. 60 people. In a case where law enforcement hasn't even confirmed a fight. 60 people, and yet the only version of events we have from inside that window comes from a friend of Nolan's who came forward on his own, and a clip that could have been filmed by anyone. The FBI is assisting with the digital evidence because Horn Island is on federal land. So the very device that recorded that clip might be in their hands right now. Or it might not be. We don't know. The point is this. We have one static image, frozen in time. We have a man saying he's in it. And we have a family attorney saying he can hear a specific voice saying specific words. Give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing? That's what Ben Crump says is on the audio. Those are the words. But here is the problem. The clip does not show who is holding the phone. It does not show whose phone it is. It does not show why it matters. The clip is a locked door. And we are all standing outside, pressing our faces to the glass, when the only thing on the other side is a man we've already met. That man is Tracestin Shepherd. And on the 13th of July, he told ABC News what he heard when he listened to that clip. His exact words, "That's my voice." Not Nolan's, his. Shepherd is a friend of Nolan Wells, and he places himself directly inside the clip. The altercation, he says, was between him and another man, a stranger, who he says started the fight. Shepherd says he had to be restrained. That's reading number 1. A witness steps forward and says, "I'm in that clip, and the voice is mine." Now reading number 2. It comes from the Wells family's attorney, Ben Crump. He listened to the same viral video, and per case coverage, he said Nolan can be heard saying, "Give me my freaking phone." What are you freaking doing? Those words. That's the family's reading. The voice is Nolan's. So now you have two people who were part of that day, hearing two different voices on the same piece of audio. Shepherd hears Shepherd. Crump hears Nolan. Both give you a confident answer. Both cannot be right, and neither one has been charged with anything. Now reading number 3. It isn't really a reading, it's a blank page. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office has not confirmed the existence of a fight on the island. Let that sit. A clip is everywhere. A friend says it's his voice, a lawyer says it's a missing teenager's voice, and the sheriff's office says, "We haven't confirmed a fight happened." Instead, they asked anyone with video or images of an alleged altercation to come forward. In other words, they want more. They haven't told you whose voice is on the clip. They haven't told you if it's evidence or noise. They're investigating online reports of an alleged altercation on the 4th of July and whether it involved Nolan'S. That's all they'll say. And there's a number that makes that silence louder. Sheriff John Ledbetter told Walks on the 16th of July that his office has interviewed more than 60 witnesses. 60! And the FBI is assisting with digital evidence, because Horn Island is federal land. So the very clip we're all arguing about, or a longer version, or the original file, could be in their hands right now. Or might not exist at all. We don't know. The sheriff isn't saying. So there are your 3 readings. The family's attorney says Nolan. The friend says me. The sheriff's office says, we haven't gotten there yet. And for now, that might be the most honest position. Because the clip is just a middle. It doesn't show the man Shepherd describes. It doesn't show a phone being grabbed. It doesn't show who held it. It shows a moment, floating free of context. Meanwhile, officials are trying to slow the running. Mississippi officials have urged the public not to rush to conclusions and warned that social media speculation could hinder the investigation. The state public safety commissioner, Sean Tyndall, per LLBT, called a purported toxicology report circulating online fraudulent. A forensic expert told NewsNation that an enhanced version of the release distress call could not be verified. Notice what's happening. Every time a piece of this case surfaces, the official response is, be careful with that. They are telling you what the evidence is not. They have not yet told you whose voice is on that clip. And here is the knot. Only 2 people can hear that voice and know what they're hearing. One of them says it's him. The other is dead. Nolan'S is gone. The official state autopsy was completed by July 31st, per LBT, and its results have not been made public. They are going to a grand jury. So the answer to the question everyone is shouting about, who is that on the clip, is not coming from the clip. It's coming from an evidence file you will never see, which leaves the door still locked. The clip has been claimed. It has been interpreted. It has been debunked and defended. But it has not been settled. And the one person who could have settled it, simply by hearing that voice and saying, that's me, is the one person who can't. So what would actually settle this? A document, one original file, or one official finding, with an answer inside it. Some documents already exist. GPS data from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, obtained by CBS News, shows the boat left Horn Island at approximately 4:31 p.m. That number is not arguing with anyone. Per WellBT, the state's official autopsy was done by July 31. Its results have not been made public. They are going to a grand jury. And the autopsy the family commissioned separately? Per ABC News, it listed cause and manner of death as undetermined pending investigation, not solved, not closed, undetermined. So the documents are not doing the work. The sheriff's office has not confirmed the fight existed. Per case coverage, they have asked anyone with video or images of an alleged altercation to come forward. Sheriff John Ledbetter, per Locks, says the FBI is assisting with digital evidence because Horn Island is on federal land. The clip everyone is arguing about is digital evidence, if it exists as a file. So is any longer version. If either is out there, that is where it would go, not to us. But the clip has no official status. It has been called the voice of Nolan'S. It has been called the voice of Tracestin Shepherd. The sheriff's office has not said which one it is. Which brings us to the person. On July 13th, Tracestin Shepherd, Nolan's friend, came forward. He told ABC News, "That's my voice." He says the altercation was between him and a stranger. He says the stranger started it. He says he had to be restrained. No one has charged him. He is not a suspect. No one has been charged in connection with Nolan Wells' death, and the case remains under investigation by the Jackson County Sheriff's Department and the FBI. Now hold those two statements. Ben Crump, the family's attorney, said Nolan could be heard saying, "Give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing?" The friend says that voice is his. One clip, two claims, no resolution. Meanwhile, friends who were on the trip have reported death threats and online harassment, per WWL, The Grio, and ABC News. One friend's attorney has sent a cease and desist letter. The FBI is investigating threats against the people who were with Nolan Wells before he vanished, and against officials working the case. Read that carefully. The friends are not the target. The threats are. They are witnesses, and they are being threatened. So what would settle the voice question? The original file, in the hands of the FBI, analyzed the way digital evidence is analyzed. That is the test. But the test is not public. The grand jury will see the autopsy result. We will not. The only thing that has been offered openly is a person. Tracestin Shepherd came forward. He said, "That's my voice." He said the stranger started it. He said he was the one being restrained, not Nolan. He stepped into the most contested moment of this case and said, "That is me." And that is where the argument sits. If Shepherd is right, the voice asking for a phone is his, and the clip has nothing to do with Nolan Wells. If the family's attorney is right, the clip captured Nolan in a moment nobody can explain. The sheriff's office is not picking a side. They are waiting for the evidence. But the evidence has a voice, and the voice has a name. Tracestin Shepherd. He says it is his. The question is whether anyone believes him, because believing him means letting go of the clip. And letting go of the clip means the clip was never the answer. No one has been charged. The investigation is still open. The grand jury has not spoken, and the man who says the voice is his is still here. Tracestin Shepherd. He said, "That's my voice." The question is whether anyone is ready to hear it.